Imagine a world without smartphones. No instant messaging, no social media updates, no GPS to guide you on a road trip. How did we get from the first telegraph to the modern-day device that fits in our pockets and allows us to shop, work, entertain ourselves, and stay connected with anyone, anywhere? It's hard to imagine, but the phone has come a long way. In today's video, we'll take a deep dive into the fascinating evolution of the phone, from the clunky, stationary landline to the sleek, powerful smartphones of today. We'll explore how each step along the way wasn't just about improving communication, but also about reshaping how we live, work, and connect with the world around us. By the end of this journey, you'll have a new appreciation for the phone in your hand and the incredible technological advancements that made it possible. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. The journey of the telephone began with one man's determination to improve communication: Alexander Graham Bell. In 1876, Bell, a Scottish-born inventor, made history with the first successful telephone call. His words, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you," marked a revolutionary moment in human communication. Bell wasn't just an inventor, he was deeply invested in sound and speech, a passion rooted in his personal life. Both his mother and wife were deaf, and his work was greatly influenced by a desire to help people overcome communication barriers. This personal connection to the deaf community shaped his innovations, ultimately leading to the creation of a device that would change the world. The invention of the telephone was more than just a technical breakthrough. It was an emotional one. Bell had long experimented with sound and vibration, but the telephone was a realization of his lifelong quest to transmit human speech electrically. This achievement bridged the gap between people separated by great distances, a feat that had been unimaginable just years before. Bell's invention wasn't just about technology, it was about connecting people in a profound way, laying the foundation for how we would communicate for generations to come. The development of the telephone didn't stop with Bell's groundbreaking invention in 1876. Instead, it set off a series of technological advances that would transform the way people communicated across the world. As with most inventions, the first steps were followed by continuous improvement, and over the years, the telephone evolved to meet growing demands and new challenges. In 1877, just a year after Bell's first successful call, the first commercial telephone exchange was established in New Haven, Connecticut. This marked a significant milestone in the telephone's development, as it allowed people to make calls to multiple others through a central operator. Before this, a single phone was limited to only one call at a time, but the exchange allowed for a much larger and more interconnected network of communication. The introduction of the switchboard system, operated by human attendants, became a staple of telephone service for the next several decades. The early 20th century saw the telephone's design evolve from bulky and primitive models into more user-friendly, compact devices. In 1919, the first rotary dial was introduced, replacing the need for an operator and giving people more control over their calls. This new design streamlined communication and made it easier for people to use the phone on their own. The rotary dial phone became the standard for decades, and its mechanical operation became synonymous with telephones for a large portion of the 20th century. The mid-20th century brought even more dramatic changes with the introduction of push-button phones in the 1960s. The push-button design replaced the rotary dial, offering faster and more efficient dialing. More importantly, it paved the way for electronic phone systems, marking a transition from mechanical devices to digital technology. This was a critical step toward modern telecommunication. In 1973, a revolutionary development occurred that would change the trajectory of the telephone once again. Motorola's Martin Cooper made the first mobile phone call, marking the birth of the mobile phone era. The bulky, car-mounted devices were a far cry from today's slim smartphones, but they represented a dramatic shift in communication technology, allowing people to make calls without being tethered to a landline. By 1983, Motorola released the Dynatac, the first commercially available mobile phone. Although it was large and expensive, costing nearly $4,000, it opened the door to a new era of mobile communication. As the 1990s rolled in, the mobile phone underwent significant refinement. Mobile phones became more affordable and compact, and by the late 1990s and early 2000s, devices like the Nokia 3310 and the BlackBerry became iconic symbols of the era. These phones introduced key features such as texting, basic internet access, and improved battery life. The transition from bulky and expensive mobile phones to widely accessible devices set the stage for the next big leap, the smartphone. By the time the 21st century arrived, the phone had evolved beyond voice communication and had become a multi-purpose device, paving the way for the introduction of smartphones in the mid-2000s. These devices would not only transform communication, but also revolutionize industries and lifestyles around the world. The evolution of the telephone was no longer just about improving how we talk to each other. It was about changing how we lived, worked, and connected. The history of the telephone is full of surprising elements and turning points that shaped its development in unexpected ways. One of the most remarkable moments came in 1973 when Martin Cooper, a Motorola executive, made the first mobile phone call on a bulky device that weighed over 2 pounds. While it may seem primitive by today's standards, this mobile phone call signaled the beginning of a technological revolution. The concept of being able to talk to someone from anywhere without being tied to a landline was mind-blowing at the time. Little did people know, this moment would lead to the creation of the pocket-sized supercomputers we now call smartphones. Another surprising turning point occurred in 2007 when Apple launched the first iPhone. While many mobile phones were already capable of voice communication, texting, and basic web browsing, the iPhone introduced a whole new level of innovation. Its sleek, minimalist design and touchscreen interface were revolutionary, removing physical buttons entirely and introducing the concept of the app ecosystem. The iPhone didn't just change the phone, it redefined what a phone could be, allowing people to connect in ways previously unimaginable, from gaming to online shopping, all in the palm of their hand. These turning points remind us that the path to today's smartphones wasn't always linear. Each unexpected breakthrough pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Today, the evolution of the phone continues to astonish us, with modern smartphones pushing the limits of technology in ways that once seemed like science fiction. The devices we carry in our pockets now boast features unimaginable just a few decades ago. From high-definition cameras that capture stunning photos to powerful processors capable of running complex apps, today's smartphones are more than just communication tools. They are essential to how we live, work, and play. One of the most significant advancements in recent years has been the introduction of 5G technology. 5G promises faster internet speeds, lower latency, and the ability to connect more devices simultaneously. This new technology is set to revolutionize industries from healthcare to transportation and will only enhance the capabilities of our phones, making them even more integral to our everyday lives. Alongside 5G, we've seen the rise of foldable phones, which allow for larger screens in a more compact form, combining portability with enhanced functionality. Looking to the future, the evolution of the phone shows no signs of slowing down. We may soon see phones that integrate seamlessly with augmented and virtual reality, offering entirely new ways to interact with the world. Advanced AI could make our phones even more intuitive, learning our habits and anticipating our needs before we even ask. The phone's journey is far from over, and as technology continues to advance, we can only imagine the groundbreaking innovations yet to come.
As we look back on the history of the phone, it's clear that this device has been central to transforming our world. From Alexander Graham Bell's first successful call to the creation of today's powerful smartphones, the phone has continuously reshaped the way we communicate, work, and even think. But as remarkable as its journey has been, the future promises even more astonishing developments. The next generation of phones could integrate seamlessly into our daily lives in ways we can't yet fully envision. Will they become wearable devices or perhaps merge with augmented reality to create an entirely new kind of interaction? Could phones eventually be embedded within our bodies, becoming so integrated with our biology that we don't even need to hold them? The future of the phone is exciting, and it raises an important question. What's next? How will this iconic device continue to evolve, and how will it further shape our world? The possibilities are endless.
If you've enjoyed this journey through the evolution of the phone, be sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think the future holds for phones? Will they evolve into something even more revolutionary? Drop your predictions and ideas in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating content about the latest tech trends and innovations. Check out our other videos to stay updated on the ever-changing world of technology. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.